Welcome to another edition of Inside Humboldt Basketball with Head Coach Ronald Abernathy. And, Coach, it's almost been a month.
It's been a long time.
It's been crazy, I know.
Crazy.
This week's edition is going to have a little bit of different things in it. Obviously, we talk snow, ice, cancellations, postponements, because some games couldn't be canceled because we're right in the heat of the district action, which – you know, it was kind of funny to be sitting around the table this morning and talking and how that it's kind of a foregone conclusion. The boys are probably going to be number one pretty easily here if we can just take care of business for a couple more games. And
Yes,
but you've done well on the road this season.
We've done very well. Actually, at Bradford, I thought we did a very excellent job.
Yeah.
Because that has been perennially a tough place for us to play.
Yeah.
And especially late in the season.
Sure.
It's a tough place. And we did a great job.
Great job to both teams coming out with a win, girls and boys. Big night that night. We'll get into that game in just a little bit. Coach, a lot of people don't think, I know they see the inconveniences on their side, but they're only coming 2 games or getting kids to practice. Feels like winter kind of had a lot of control over the last week and a half, and it was totally out of our control what happened. What has the past couple of weeks been like? Maybe walk people through as you try to manage, when school is canceled, you're still trying to figure out a way to have practices. How do you get kids to and from practice? Walk us through how that works.
Well, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's a mess. It's chaos.
Sure.
But thank God we have a great staff.
Yeah.
Have great assistant coaches. And for the most part, great parents.
Sure.
Who get their kids to where we need them to get to, especially when what we just went through.
Yeah.
Because I guess we actually got the call that we would not be going to school on Monday and Tuesday, that we would try to get back on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So we kind of, the snow came in on Saturday.
Right.
So we had Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So we kind of gave up Monday and gave up Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay, and after that we started trying to need to get back to work.
Sure.
And we were able to come back on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And of course that meant coaches picking up kids, our parents getting them there. And like I said again, our program is one of such that this is not the first weather
Sure.
that we've had that's been bad, because over the years, over my 12 years here, we've had some crazy stories of kids getting to practice in spite of the snow. In a couple of years, we had some kids riding bicycles through the snow to get to practice. We've had a couple of them walking.
Yeah.
So they've made an effort to get here, and we've not had a lot of problems, and they get here.
Good.
And for the most part, most kids get here.
Yeah.
And one of the things that parents and our parents, those who are bought into what we're doing, they pretty much help us to get them there.
Yeah.
And get them back and forth home. But it is chaos. It's not the word. It's worse than chaos.
Yeah. When games get postponed, practice routines get interrupted, Coach. What's the biggest challenge for you guys, or even you as a head coach? Keeping legs fresh, mind sharp, emotions steady, kind of?
All those things.
Yeah.
All those things you have to deal with, because you risk when you don't have a game, and you don't have that competition coming up, you don't have that stuff, you don't have things that you're looking forward to. So mental, physical, emotional, all those things play a part that you have to keep in tune. And again, people don't realize, or know, or understand the work that we put in to maintain the status quo.
Yeah.
And again, my assistant coaches are off the chain with that. There's no problem. We're just making sure we got kids picked up, calling the coaches, making sure they do an excellent job.
Yeah.
But that comes from 12 years of experience.
So how do you try to recreate a sense of normal when everything around them is feeling anything but normal?
Well, we usually, and it's been consistent, we usually try to have a couple of, like this year we had our 2019 class come in and scrimmage our kids. We had our 2017 kids come in, and I think it happened about 3 times.
Oh, that's cool.
They come in, and of course that gets our kids excited, and of course, it's our players love to do. Our former players love to do that. Anthony, as far back as Cortland Martin, Jared Walker, Carlton, Childs, all have come during this past 2 weeks.
It wasn't too long ago I saw Cortland at a game.
Yeah.
And I think he ended up staying over, maybe coming back on Saturday and talking to City League even.
Oh, serious?
Yeah.
But they come back, and all of them, RJ. They all come back and help us out during those times. And
That's
they do a
awesome.
Good job of doing that.
From a leadership standpoint, what do moments like what you've just come through with the snow and ice reveal about a team, especially as you're getting closer to postseason play?
Just togetherness.
Okay.
Stick-to-itiveness, not quitting, staying focused, staying in tune, staying emotionally in tune. Because as humans, we naturally unattach ourselves emotionally.
Sure.
When things aren't going well.
Yeah.
We do a good job of that. My coaches do a good job.
Obviously, you've got a talented team. But do you feel like weather disruptions test a team's maturity more than their talent?
Yes, they do. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because with all the breaks in schedule and breaks in practice and whether you can or whether you cannot, facilities, where you can and where you can't, all that plays a part.
Yeah.
And it does test you.
And then throw in on top of, and this is a good problem, but then you throw in on top of the ice and snow the success of the junior high program. That also kind of messed with your schedule a little bit because you're supposed to have hosted Middleton, which we didn't know if Middleton would even be able to get up here at that point.
Right.
But then junior high team kept winning. They had to keep hosting. I say had to. They wanted to, but they got to keep hosting games.
Right.
And so there was a home game for you that got moved.
Right.
And then another game that got moved off of a different day onto Saturday. So after all of this time off, you finally get back on the floor Saturday afternoon. What was your biggest concern heading into that Bradford matchup?
Just being in tune, being focused. Because I said perennially, going to Bradford late in the season has been a tough ticket for us.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, whether it's because the kids are focused, but we get there and it's always different.
Yeah.
Officiating plays a part in it.
Mm-hmm.
And our kids have, it's just something that's strange about it.
Yeah.
And our coaches and I were talking. This is one of the few times that we've gone to Bradford late in the season and dominated them like we did.
Yeah, and let's talk about that because, obviously every game, we hear it from you coaches. We want to get a fast start, we want to get out of the gate, get going good. Was there even extra emphasis on that this week? Because we hadn't played a game in a while. We want to get out to a quick start. Those opening minutes, because you did that. It was a fast, aggressive start. What stood out to you most about the opening minutes of that
Our defense first.
Okay.
Again, our defense first. We didn't actually foul until we sent the first substitute in the game.
Oh, wow.
We actually didn't foul. We didn't actually foul them.
Wow.
And that was key.
Yeah.
Keeping our hands off of them, keeping them off the free throw line, and not allow them to stay in the game by hitting free throws.
Yeah.
We came out and got a great, quick, fast start.
And then Darian Taylor, that first quarter, he was in double-digit scoring by the end of that first quarter. From your perspective, how important was it, that early spark and maybe shaking off that rust?
Yeah, well, again, in my opinion, we practice hard.
Sure.
Now, during that break, we not soft.
Right.
We not slow. We wrapped it up more with weightlifting, conditioning, strength, agility. We wrap it up. So we pretty much expected to perform that way.
Yeah. Well, and we talked about it early in the season. There was some unfortunate things that happened where you were having to start quite a few freshmen in a game. And we talked about it. It got handed to us pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
And there was some mistakes to clean up. One of the things, just from going back, I wasn't able to make that game against Bradford, but looking at the score sheet, the multiple guys that were scoring, do you feel like we're now getting the results of what we wanted, the depth?
Oh, yeah. Again, this is one of the few times where we've had to basically play maybe 3 freshmen,
okay,
which is the exact total. And, of course, you start out, it's rugged.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of things that the freshmen don't have that your upperclassmen do. And a big advantage for this class is that our upperclassmen have been to Murfreesboro.
Right.
The freshmen have not. They have no sense
Yeah.
of urgency.
Yeah.
Like the seniors and the juniors do, who have already been to Murfreesboro.
So Bradford, did they make adjustments in the fourth quarter? Because, again, I wasn't able to make that game, but looking at the score sheet, it looked like Bradford really kind of made a push there at the end. Was it because we had other people in?
Yes, it was definitely because we went up pretty big.
Yeah.
And then we started trying to play some other people.
Okay.
And of course, what's one of the things we talked about in the locker room after the game was over with.
Yeah.
That was a disappointing part.
Okay.
Because we pretty much pushed the score out, and then we started substituting.
So beyond the final score, what did that game tell you about where this team is mentally and physically right now?
Great. We're ready. We're ready.
So we've got 3 district games coming up this week. 2 home games, 1 away. Let's start with the home game tonight. Coach, you've already seen Halls once at their place. We took that one. So what's different about facing them at home, and what's it going to take to handle business again?
Being at home.
Okay.
It's a big difference. Now, the only thing that adds to all the drama is tonight's senior night. Again, I do not allow, but hopefully we can. Yeah. Well, we only have 2 seniors, so hopefully we can get it in tune.
Yeah.
And stay focused.
Yeah.
Because we don't have a big number of seniors.
Thursday, you take off and you have to go to West Carroll, which is another district tournament or a district opponent. You've already beaten them. You got the big win here at home. Right. How do you keep your team from assuming anything? This is a team that they've struggled for the last few years. Right. But how do you keep them focused and not assuming this is a win?
Same mindset. Ain't no assumptions.
Yeah.
There's no assumptions. Same mindset. This is the time of the year that you cannot assume anything.
Yeah.
You have to make it happen. And that's the kind of attitude and mindset that we have.
There's not been a official announcement about the Middleton game yet. We know it could be Saturday, could be Monday. It just kind of depends on what administration decides here. But whenever we play Middleton, that was one of those games, it got postponed because of the weather. Does that add a little extra edge or any anticipation going into that game?
Well, it does. It does. Again, as I said earlier, our mindset is there's no taking anybody for granted.
Yeah.
Every game at this point of the year is a game that you have to take.
Yeah.
You can't sit back and wait. And it'll be the same mindset against Middleton.
And I will add, the girls' game is going to mean a whole lot more. Not taking away from the boys' game at all. We want to win and we want to get that in. But that girls' game was one that slipped away from us. We should have beat them there. Right. And it just slipped right out from our hands. But hopefully the girls could get a kind of even the score, set the tone for the night, and boys get a win as well. All 3 of these games being district matchups. How important is it your team just to go ahead and go out on the regular season with these district wins?
As we've been saying, it's important.
Yeah.
That's our mindset.
Yeah.
That's what we want to do.
And I mean, early in the season, we played some difficult teams to prepare us for, obviously, this stretch. Is there anything that you're looking at that you want your team to prove over this final week of the regular season? Just consistency or?
No, consistency. Just like we get to this point, that's why we played the tough teams early to get us to this point and be more ready, and that's where we are now.
Obviously, not to speak too much on this because I know you're focused on a busy week this week, but we do get to host the district this week with your record and all of that. Man, that's fantastic. What does it mean as a coach? It's in your house this year.
Oh, big time. And this being my last year, it's real special. It's real special, and actually I look forward to it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, we'll lighten the questions just a little bit here as we wrap up. When the weather forces you out of the gym, what's something that people might be surprised you do just to kind of unwind maybe a little bit?
Well, you know what? Actually, when the weather happens like it is, there's no unwinding.
Yeah.
Because you're busy trying to schedule, busy trying to pick up kids, busy trying to look at video, busy trying to get weightlifting in, and it's really a little difficult. Yeah, much more difficult.
Yeah. Kids get days off, but coaches and teachers don't.
Kids get the days off, and the coaches don't.
Yeah,
because we continue to work, continue to meet, continue to look at video, continue to look at film, because this is what we in Humboldt. Yeah, this is our time of the year. This is what we thrive for.
Yes, sir. I know you've coached a lot of games. Do you still get nervous before tip-off, or has that changed over the years?
I still get nervous. I was laughing at myself because, having to go to the bathroom 10,000 times, that has not changed at all. I thought when maybe I got older that I wouldn't be that nervous, but it's still the same thing until they throw that first ball up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because what you have control over is practice.
Right.
And, I mean, you do get to bark out orders, but at some point the kid's got to play the game.
Oh, yeah.
know?
So, I was thinking about that the other day, like, man, when am I going in my career stop having to go to the bathroom so much before the game? And, but it just stayed the same.
When you walk into the gym on game day, what's the first thing you're paying attention to, something that fans probably would never notice?
Just the fans.
Okay.
Just the mindset, just the atmosphere. The very first thing that I want to know is just, that me personally, I do is I want to see how my kids walk through the door.
Yeah.
I want to see what their mindset is. I want to see how they sit down. I want to see how they are interacting with each other.
Yeah.
Those are the things that I look for.
As the season is starting to wind down, I'm talking the regular season. We're not winding down basketball at all, but the regular season is winding down. And as we've talked about, all three of these games carry more weight. They're district games. You're making your postseason push. What's something you find yourself reminding the players of more than anything else?
To stay focused.
Okay.
Stay in tune. Get some rest. Because tournament time, again, brings about a different set of circumstances. And in most cases, it's playing more often than you normally do during the regular school year. You play on Tuesday, you play on Friday, but then when it comes to tournament time, you could play back to back.
Yeah.
And you always have to be mindful of that.
And maybe this week kind of plays in your advantage to condition them.
Oh, it does. And
Tuesday,
and
Thursday.
look here, Seth, we welcome it.
Yeah.
Because, again, this is our time of the year.
Yes, sir.
We make no mistakes. We make no excuses. This is our time of the year where we wrap it up and we rev it up and we try to get ready for tournament play.
I know you're focused on the season at hand, but how exciting is it to watch this junior high team have the success they're having?
Great, because, believe it or not, even though I'm at the high school, I most of them in my class.
Yeah.
I teach keyboarding to the 7th and 8th graders.
Yeah.
And the most of them in my class, and just to be excited for them because, I'm in a high school classroom.
Sure.
Okay, so they don't get to go into a high school classroom except to mines.
Okay.
And when they come in mines, they see all the trophies and all the wall, and they be excited every day. If a day goes by, they don't ask me about a picture or a team or whatever. It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And they're excited. Oh yeah, I'm excited for them.
It's fantastic.
Great to be able to go to the state tournament in junior high.
Oh yeah, Friday night they'll be playing at 6:30, and no matter if they win or lose, they're playing Saturday at 10 o'clock. It just determines the location.
Right.
If they can win that game, then they'll be playing at a high school gym. They're starting out in a middle school gym Friday night, but then they'll move to the high school gym. And I'm excited to see how they do on this stage. If they've been this far, it's been a long time for junior high.
I guess with Stefan Shivers, that is this year's. No, excuse me, that was last year's seniors. When we last went with Kendrick and Stefan Shivers and that bunch.
Oh wow, that's cool.
And they graduated, so it's been about 5 years.
Would this be Coach Vonner's first? With us, at least.
Yes.
Yeah.
The last time it was Coach. It was Coach Ingram.
Okay.
It was Coach Ingram and Coach Shivers.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, Coach, we appreciate you taking time for us, giving us a look inside what this stretch of the season has felt like, as well as the behind-the-scenes look at how you deal with the snow and ice and all of that. I mean, obviously you have to deal with it and move forward, but good luck this week on the court.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. That's going to do it for this edition of Inside Humboldt Basketball. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time as we continue to pull the curtain back on Humboldt Viking basketball with head coach Ronald Abernathy.